Okay, thank you for joining our next guitar lesson video or awesome crash course. This video is designed to help you learn all the major scales and all the modes kind of quickly and kind of easily. I don't know if other people do this method. I kind of stumbled across this myself in high school. And way back then, there wasn't the internet, and really the only information you could really get aside from taking guitar lessons was with what you found in guitar magazines and private guitar teachers at the time as well. They weren't really informative as I believe they are nowadays. We just go to our lesson and learn a new song, you know, maybe something by Metallica, and that'd be about it. And I stumbled across this, I kind of made this up myself, this own theory. I was playing guitar in high school, and, you know, part of our test where we had to play the scales, and accidentally I came up with this, and I've been using it, and it helped me out a lot. So like I said, I don't know if other people do it, but at least in my mind, it's my own original theory. So this theory is about playing the scales, all the scales, with 3 notes per string. Any scale, and in so many different ways. You have to kind of understand and memorize this pattern. So here it is. I wrote it out. Tone, tone. T is for tone, S is for semitone. Okay, what's a tone? The tone is the distance between 2 frets with 1 fret in between. Or musically, the distance between, for example, a C and a D is a tone, and an E and an F sharp, because there's no distance between an E and an F. So a tone would be an E and an F sharp. In any case, we're gonna not worry too much about notes. All we're really gonna worry about is root notes. So if I want to play a G scale, I gotta kind of know where G is. Or if I want to play an A scale, gotta know where an A is. And you can really just memorize the notes on the low 2 strings, and that'll help you out. Here's a tone. Here's a tone. And you can see my first line is TT, it's tone, tone. This implies 3 notes. This is the first one before the tone, and the second is 2 frets up, which is our tone, and our third note is 2 more frets up note. There's our first shape, and you just got to get used to this stretch. It's not so bad. Just keep your thumb in the middle of your hand. If your thumb's like that, you know, it'll be very hard to stretch. Just keep it like this, and this is the widest stretch you're going to need, but it's a very important stretch. So our first shape is a tone-tone shape. That's what we're going to call it, and we're going to look at our thing, or we're going to look at our chart. Tone-tone shape, tone-tone shape, semitone-tone shape, semitone-tone. Tone, semitone, tone, semitone, tone, tone. The numbers I have here are the degrees of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 repeat. You're going to notice there's 7 lines on our chart here. Now, if you had a 7-string guitar, this would be, of course, make a little bit more sense. But it also eventually will make sense with your 6-string guitar. For now, just bear with the lesson, and by the end you'll understand why there's 7 different lines on this chart. It does repeat. Here's our 7, and our 8 would then be here. So this entire chart cycles around. And eventually you can start at any point of this chart, and it will sound like our different scales. So let's just start off with a major scale. Let's start off with our first finger on an A. We'll play an A major scale using this chart. Okay, so here we're going to do a tone-tone shape. Okay, great. And we go down a string and do another tone-tone shape, the exact same thing. There's our first 6 notes. So we're going to do 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, same thing down a string, 5, 7, 9. Next 2 are semitone-tone shapes. So right now we're spanning 5 frets, so our fingers are stretched like that. Tone-tone shapes are our widest shapes, spanning 5 frets. Semitone, we're going to span 4 frets. So now we have to decide, how does it shrink? This way or this way? Well, it always shrinks up. As we move up the guitar neck, everything gradually moves this way, you know. You're not gradually moving up and going down. So as we shrink from our tone shape to our semitone tone, we have to move up a fret. So 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 6. Now just a semitone. That's it. 6, semitone tone. Same thing down a string. And these shapes are very important. You know, getting used to these shapes, you can learn all kinds of licks and different things with these shapes. They work with a blues scale as well for different kind of leads and solos. But for now, we're just going to use it to play the major scale. So our tone, 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 semitone, tone, semitone, tone. We've already passed an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could do the same thing from this octave if we wanted to. But for now, we'll continue with our chart. So tone, 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 semitone, tone, semitone, tone. Now, here's the next thing, the next up movement. So we've had to move up the first time when we switch from our 5 spread to our 4 spread. But now because we're hitting the B string, anytime we switch, we cross from the G string to the B string, anytime, we have to keep in mind that the guitar is not symmetrical at that point. Here the guitar is symmetrical, our A, our D, our G, our G, but all of a sudden, this is now 4th fret. So guitar now has to shift up. Anything we do from the B string higher has to move up 1 fret. So it doesn't matter where you are in the scale or what you're doing, anytime you cross this, you need to move up 1 fret. So tone, 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 semitone, tone, semitone, tone. Move up a fret because we're here, and now we're on our 2-tone tone shape, or two semitone tone shapes. Tone, semitone, tone, semitone. So now we'll listen to the scale. If you notice, I've passed 2 octaves. I'm just going to do a 2 octaves now and stop so you can hear it. When I come down. We did tone, tone shape, tone, tone shape. Semitone, tone, semitone, tone. Move up a fret, tone, semitone. One more tone, semitone. We can move that anywhere we want. So here's our A. Let's try a F. Tone, 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 semitone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, semitone. We're going to try one more time on the C, which is the 8th fret. So tone, 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 semitone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone. Again. So that's just the very beginnings. Now we're going to start understanding how flexible this chart is. I'm going to go back to the A. But instead of starting here, let's start here. So now this is where our middle finger would be, our second note would be, and here's going to be the first note of our scale. This is our 1, our 8. So we're going to say this is an A. Here's our A. I'm going to put it here. That means one below this is a semitone. So our leading note into the A is 1 semitone down. Here's our 7th note. Here's our 8th note, our first. So this is a semitone root note. So here's the beginning. The tone. And let's continue up this pattern and using the rules that we have already had. So 1, 2, semitone. So we've already played this scale like this. Now we're going to play it like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to keep on going. Semitone tone shape, but just started from the middle. Semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, semitone. Shift up because of the B string. Tone, tone to the bottom. Then repeats there. So now we've done this exact same scale 2 different ways. Okay, let's try it another way. Let's try basing it from here. So now this is going to be the end of our first tone, semitone shape, and our pinky's going to be here because this would be, you know, this is the first note, the second note, the third note, but the third note happens to be the first note of our scale. So we're going to put this is now going to be our A. We're going to put our pinky here, and then we're going to put our hand as it normally would. We got to keep in mind our fingers line up with the frets, and then we're going to move to a tone semitone shape on the next string. Okay, great. And now we're just going to continue with 3 tone shapes in a row. Shift up because of the B string. Shift up again because we were going from 5 frets to 4. Okay. So here's our pinky on the A. We're going to move down from here to our tone semitone shape. Then 3 tones in a row. Don't forget to shift up on this B string. Then shift up again because we're going stretching from 5 frets to 4. And then let's try coming down. We're just going to try those 3 scales like this.
Is this our ending?
Yeah, so you can start.
You didn't start?
No, I mean you can start talking.
Oh, start talking?
Yeah.
About what?
The ending of the video.
I don't know how to sing, how to play piano, how to play guitar, how to play drums, so what can I talk? If you want to follow my Instagram or my Facebook.
So thank you for watching our awesome crash courses. If you like this video, if you learned anything, it would really help a lot if you press like the video. If you want to see more of our videos, and it would be a big help if you subscribe to our channel. And over time, we're going to post all kinds of videos about teaching everything. I think our next big group of videos is going to be teaching guitar and a whole bunch of interesting techniques for learning guitar. So, have anything to say?